A uniform transfer to minors account, UTMA, is sometimes called a uniform gift to minors account, or UGMA. This is a custodial taxable account for minors. Depending on the state, it will transfer to the minors at some time between when they turn 18 and when they turn 25, most commonly at age 21. There are no limitations on how the money in there can be invested, nor limitations on how the money can be spent, so long as it is used to the benefit of the minor while they are still a minor. Once they gain control of the account, they can spend it on whatever they want, whether that's a car, drugs, whatever. It's their money at that point, which is a significant downside to many parents considering funding accounts for their children. Contributions include up to $16,000 a year from both you and your spouse if you're not interested in filing a gift tax return. If that doesn't bother you, you could put all kinds of money in there. There's really no limit to it. Then, of course, the money grows like it would in any taxable account. It spits out capital gains, it spits out dividends as it grows. But the real benefit of a UTMA account is that a certain amount of money, a certain amount of income generated by the account is not taxed at your tax rates. It's taxed at their tax rates. Now, this amount goes up every year with inflation, but it's approximately $1,200 a year in income that's not taxed at all. It's taxed at 0%. And then the next $1,200 is taxed at their income tax rate. And that can be as low as 10% for ordinary income. It could be even lower for capital gains and qualified dividends. But beyond that point, approximately $2,400 a year in income, it's taxed at your tax rate. This is often called the kiddie tax. Remember, these accounts do count against the student when applying for financial aid. They can be rolled over into a 529 plan. That doesn't necessarily save you from that issue, as 529s are also expected to be used for financial aid. But it does give you some additional tax benefits if you know this money is going to be used for education. But for the most part, when people are saving in a UTMA account, it's for money that's not going to be used for education. We consider ours the 20s fund for our children and expect them to use it for things like missions, cars, home down payments, weddings, honeymoons, etc. Those sorts of needs that you have in your 20s when you don't have any money, when an inheritance is particularly useful. UTMAs, UGMAs are great accounts. They might be right for you, but make sure you understand how they work before you put money into them, because getting the money back out is likely going to be a taxable event.
My dad, your host, Dr. Dolly, is a practicing emergency physician, blogger, author, and podcaster. He is not a licensed accountant, attorney, or financial advisor, so this podcast is for your entertainment and information only and should not be considered official, personalized financial advice.